Howdy everybody, ArgonMatrix here. Welcome to episode 147 of The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Greedier mode run as Apollyon today, you know the drill. Just trying to get these greedier mode runs all knocked out. We've been having a tough time of it, but we're making headway, slowly but surely. YYWB JZ99. And I'm well rested today, in a pretty good mood. So hopefully that'll sort of contribute towards a little bit more success here. Let's see. Sorry, I just got a little bit distracted by a desktop notification, as tends to happen. I should really disable those at some point, like actually though, because I keep mentioning that I should, and then I just never do. I have a bad habit of that. Well, what we can do, because there's a red heart just kind of sitting up there, we can actually check out the curse room, basically free of charge here, which I don't mind whatsoever, because we got some bombs out of it. We got a chest over there. I think the hanging shopkeepers have a higher chance of dropping coins. It seems, I mean, that's anecdotal evidence, but it seemed to be the case there. And for now, I mean, I guess I might as well try and blow this dude up. I'd like to get a little bit extra money here, and this actually allowed me to buy the key, which was what I was hoping for, and enter this treasure room early on, which gives me guillotine. Ooh. I mean, it's a good tiers upgrade, and it gives me a pretty powerful orbital if I get some invincibility or something. But it's kind of trippy. I think we'll give it a shot. Guillotine, I think it's kind of grown on me as time has gone on a little bit. It used to be like one of those things that you very rarely take because it so like messes with my brain and makes me like think my hitbox is anywhere else but where it actually is. But I think once you sort of get the hang of it, it takes a little bit of getting used to. It takes a minute or two to get your sea legs with it on any given run, but once you do, it's not so bad. I'm gonna hope that we can get those sea legs like sooner rather than later, so that we don't have to worry too much about just dying on this early, or dying early on this floor, as we so often do in greedier mode. It's been kind of an unfortunate trend that I just seem to get overrun by enemies very early on and capitulate, but not today. By God, not today. I swear I will have a greedier mode streak yet. We have one run under our belt right now, or one win under our belt. Let's go ahead and see if we can make that 2 in a row. I'm having a bit of a tough timing with this spider, admittedly, but there we go. Yeah, between growth hormones and the guillotine, we're actually putting out pretty significantly high DPS compared to baseline, especially. But it comes with its caveats for sure. But as long as we don't get hit by like a random champion here, I don't know. I didn't see much of a way out of that without taking some damage there. I guess I probably could have thought it through a little bit more, but that's okay. Almost at the end of these waves, regardless. Oh, it's the same exact wave. How about that? Well, took damage in the exact same spot again too. I guess that one's just my Achilles heel. There we go. So we are in a very scary spot HP-wise now. Do we have anything to sort of remedy that immediately? I could buy this heart, and I think I'll still be able to get enough money for champion belt, as long as I don't have to spend any more money on hearts or anything dumb like that. I wish I hadn't had to spend it right there. I mean, oh, it's actually going to be close, isn't it? Well, if I get 3 cents from this next wave that spawns in, I'll be good to go, because that'll be 6. That'll put me to 15. Will be golden. That's if I get that, which I got more than that, it looks like. I actually got, like, I'm not sure how much it was, but it's enough. I can't do the math just on the fly here, because I'm a little bit preoccupied, as you might imagine. Gurglings are a little bit scary, especially when they run so goddamn fast. Don't do this to me. This Monstro is going to jump at me pretty soon here, yeah. Figured that was coming. Okay, Monstro is dead. So now we can just focus on these assholes. And the one nice thing about Guillotine is that it does let me get a little bit offset. Like, it lets me break line of sight a little bit, so that my hitbox is not always directly in line with the enemy, you know? Oh god. Oh no! Okay, not at the end here. Oh, it was scary for a moment. But we're fine. We got champion belt here. We actually have enough to buy a heart as well. I didn't want to have to, but gotta do what you gotta do, my friends. And let's fight for a deal with the devil, because why not? We're madmen, and deals with the devil, they're important. They're very important. Regardless of how tough the fight tends to be, and sometimes you just end up dying on it. I think it is worth the risk a lot of the time. High risk, high reward type situation, you know? Man, even with the window closed, like I have the window closed today, usually I have it open because I need it to like air out my room. This time I'm actually able to have my door open because there's no one else home, so I won't be disrupting anyone. But even with that window closed, you can like hear like the intense roars of the trucks going by and the motorcycle cavalcades all going up in arms. It's like, it's crazy out there, dude. It's just a fucking Monday. How can it be so busy outside? Ooh, we got a Yara rune. I'm pretty happy with that. If we can make it work on the next floor, that is. It's going to be... It's always a little bit touch and go with Yara, because on the plus side, you're going to get a lot more money than you otherwise would for a single floor. On the downside, for a little while, it's going to be a little less space to dodge if you want to maximize your Yara plays. Because you don't want to dodge into the coins. You want to leave them on the ground as long as possible. Got Mom's Heals here, which is a range upgrade. Pretty inconsequential. We got Poke Go for half price there. Interesting. How do we want to handle this? I would probably like Raw Liver more than Poke Go. Not that I can afford either of them right now. Hopefully I'll be able to afford both of them at some point. But for right now, we're just going to go ahead and fight our waves, I guess, and see where that leaves us. I probably should have actually voided Mom's Heals. I don't know why I just took it. I guess just force a habit, I don't know. Not used to having Void, I don't play Apollyon that much. Maybe I should play him more. He seems like a fairly fun character a lot of the time if you can make Void work out, which is not as rare as I make it look. I just like forget about it half the time, so that's entirely on me. I don't know, I should just have like a week of Apollyon at some point. It's just like a week where you just play no one but Apollyon and you just learn to play him and use the Void and just get it ingrained in your fucking skull. But I'm sure as time gets on, we'll have plenty more Apollyon runs to see. Oh god, they're blowing the coins all over the place, dude. Making this a very awkward situation for me. Okay, just gotta be careful not to get hit by that champion right there. That would actually be just cataclysmic. It'd be kind of funny, but not in the ha-ha sort of way. In the very just depressing sort of way. I really gotta watch out for those leapers too. There's one of these down there now. He leaped at me. A leaper leaping? Say it ain't so. Okay. Are they leapers or jumpers? I always forget. There's like one that's called jumpers and one that's called leapers, and I can never remember which is which. Should really look at that bestiary someday, huh? One of the few things I like forget about this game on a very regular basis is the bestiary, dude. Okay. So, how do we want to handle this? I could Yara right now and get a pretty good, like a pretty penny, but... Or I could fight the bosses, or I could take some money here and then go buy a key. There's a whole myriad of options. I think I'm going to go and be a greedy Scrooge McDuck and try and get as much money as I possibly can on the ground before Yaraing. Although I am admittedly quite scared now because fistula parts do deal a full heart of damage when they come into contact with you, so that's scary. What else spawned up there? I don't know. I don't want to know. It's a fucking rag, man. Come on, dude. Okay. Now we're just going to die from any source of damage, so that's beautiful. Just don't get cocky, kid. Okay, I'm going to need to dodge up this way. Go ahead and Yara, because it doesn't matter now. Now we can actually effectively dodge up in this section of the screen. And then if we can just survive the last of this onslaught, it's just Ragman left, I'm pretty sure. There's no more fistula pieces. If I can just survive here, we'll be in a pretty decent spot, because we'll pick up Raw Liver and all will be hunky-dory. Oh no! Oh. Oh. I think the guillotine head saved me, like the orbital part of it, because I'm pretty sure I didn't hit him with a tear there. That could have been cataclysmic, but we made it through. We made it through. My heart is beating, pitter-pattering in my chest like nothing else. There we go. Raw Liver also maxes out our HP. I'm glad to see that. Let's go ahead and spend our key here. We got Bobby Bombs. Give us 5 bombs and make them homing as well. I think 5 bombs is probably worth it. I was considering maybe voiding it, but nah. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put a bomb up here and hopefully get some money out of that. It doesn't look like it, but it does allow me to enter here, which is pretty worthless, unfortunately. I'm going to go ahead and, I mean, Pokego is actually not that big of a deal because we're not going to be going through that many rooms, obviously. The HP is kind of tempting, but I'm going to go ahead and try and reroll and see what else we can go for here. We got the Habits, the D20, the D100, Polydactyly. There's some combination of these items here that would be amazing, but I can only afford one of them, really, so... the D100, though. Could be a lot of fun. Could be one of those runs, you know? But I think... No, I think I'm in the mood for a D100 run. I think it's that time. I think it's been a little while. Let's see what kind of madness we can get up to here. We got Serpent's Kiss, Cursed Eye. Oh boy. Fucking Thunder Thighs. Dead Onion. We got Luckfoot now. Curse the Tower. This is not a good reroll. I'm gonna be the first to admit that, but we're gonna have to deal with it for a little bit here anyway. Oh Jesus. I mean, our shots are powerful at least. Like when they hit, it's just a matter of Cursed Eye being a major bitch. And also Curse of the Tower, and you know, it's not a pretty sight. Not at all. We do have a lot of HP. I'm glad to see that. We also have Serpent's Kiss, which will give us more HP here. Curse of the Tower is actually proving somewhat useful, which I'm glad to see. There we go. What do we got for our deal with the devil today? We got, okay, Maw of the Void, and we have Necronomicon. Almost tempted to pick up both, because Necronomicon contributes to Bookworm, but I think I'm going to be smart and just take Maw of the Void, which is a damage upgrade, plus we're already charging our shots anyway, so we might as well try and charge up the Maw as well. And we'll see where this takes us, I suppose. Gonna be rerolling this run ASAP, I think. But we'll try and do our damnedest to survive with it until such a time as we can do that. This is actually going to be pretty helpful for the next little bit because it gets our speed up to an almost respectable amount. Then we have stem cells here. Okay, we got some interesting stuff going on. Not really, but you know, trying to be positive. We do have Thunder Thighs, so I need to keep that in mind. I can smash these rocks. Also smash his face with an iron. No money out of that, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and, actually, we can buy a key first. Then we can go ahead and check this out. We got Host Hat. See, this is interesting because I want to keep this for the run that I take all the way. It would be a very early, like, D100 run to stop on. Because, like, it's still early in the game, and I've only had the chance to reroll once so far. I'd like more rerolls, but having Host Hat would actually be extremely good because it makes me immune to explosions, which is like key when it comes to the Ultra Greed fight. The second phase of the Ultra Greed fight, just think about how many explosions there are in that nonsense. I'm not sure what's going on with my shots. I feel like I'm firing them off and then sometimes they just don't work. I'm gonna go ahead and reroll here. We got some interesting stuff. Our shots feel more powerful. Our damage stat is lower, I see that. Our HP is fine. There's a pill up there, I don't know where that came from. I'm feeling decent about this reroll, but I think we can still do a little bit better. We'll see how we feel about it at the end of this, once we can actually make a full assessment of it. These guys are hanging out over these rocks. I was wondering what that sound was. They were just kind of like going nuts up here. And also grab that pill, but not just yet. It's like taking a random pill in the middle of combat is one of the key things they teach you in Isaac 101 not to do. Never take a pill that you don't know what it does in a very harrowing situation. I guess something's wrong. That would have been fine, actually, but it's okay. Like, I really want to keep Host Hat is the thing. But in the long term, is Host Hat, like we're going to get so many items and be rerolling into so many combinations, we might well reroll into something else that gives us bomb invincibility? I don't know, man. For right now, I'm going to go ahead and not take it. I'm going to fight the boss waves and get to, because they'll give me one more charge, and then I'm going to go ahead and head up and reroll the shop as well as my run, I think. This run is quite powerful, don't get me wrong. I'm digging the Cricket's head, or sorry, Cricket's body plus Mysterious Liquid combination. I mean, it might just be, like, good enough to take. As hesitant as I am to say that, because, like, the D100, though. I feel like I feel like we can do better, but do I really want to push my luck? I think luck pushing is in order here. Alright, what do we got? We got Ipecac. Okay, we got Ipecac plus Compound Fracture plus the Wafer. 10 bombs, Lazarus Rags. Got Mom's Wig, Holy Water. I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, Ipecac is obviously a lot of fun. Oh, and Ipecac plus Host Hat makes it a lot more bearable as well. Okay. I put myself in a bit of an interesting spot now. Let's see what we can do with this. I'll take that. The damage upgrade isn't really that consequential, but because Ipecac on its own is just so good. We'll take this. We'll give it a shot, actually. So let me fire like more Ipecac shots in rapid succession, and then I can take Host Hat and make myself immune to those explosions. So this should put me in a fairly powerful spot, I would imagine. So I can just sort of stand up against enemies and not have to worry about blowing myself up. The Wafer also makes me take half damage from everything, so Ultra Greed when we get down to it, because he's the main source that does a full heart damage in greedier mode. Most other things still only do half a heart. But he will now also do half a heart thanks to the Wafer. We have Lazarus's Rags, which is not going to be that handy because we don't want to come back as Lazarus. We want to actually win this as Apollyon if we can. And I'm thinking we're in a pretty potent spot to do so. Plus we got fucking exploding bones firing out of our face. I mean, how much more metal can you get, right? Check this out really quick. No, thank you. I got some money there somehow. Oh, there was piggy bank because I was taking damage, and I get money for taking damage. So that's actually also a very nice little coup in greedier mode. Any extra source of income that we can get is always appreciated. We got the wooden spoon, which is actually pretty decent because my speed is kind of one of the areas where I was lacking most. And even then, I was still doing fine. I was just not blowing the doors off, you know. All right, what do we want to do here? We got placebo. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm going to go ahead and start by buying this key. And then I'm going to go ahead and check out the treasure room, see what we can get for that. We got mystery sack here, which is fine. Just some random consumables here and there. Let's go ahead and fight. Should be able to clear these waves out with relative ease. He swings his arms out with relative ease. Makes swinging his arms out seem such a breeze. Now, do the compound fracture, like, bones, when they fracture, do they fracture into Ipecac shots? I haven't been paying attention to that. I don't think they're fracturing at all, to be honest with you. I thought I saw, like, a fractured one just a second ago. But maybe I'm wrong. Oh, my God, what hit me? Oh, it's the creep. Not the song, not the dance, just the inherent property of matter. Okay, blow these guys up, get all this shit out of here. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, we are actually exceptionally strong right now, which I am all down for. So I think, yeah, all we need to do now, I'm probably not going to be D100 anymore. I think this is a fairly reasonable spot to stop. Maybe not like the most interesting spot to stop in the world, but I think it is. I think it's undeniably a strong greedier mode run, especially with the explosion invincibility. That makes it kind of just killer in my eyes. That's one of the items that you always want to look out for in a greedier mode run. And then I think we're just gonna go ahead and probably re-roll all this. I don't really care that much with the placebo. The 1-up. Now, would the 1-up override Lazarus' Rags, or would Lazarus' Rags activate first? I'm not actually sure on that one. I'm not even sure if I want the 1-up, to be real with you, because I'm feeling fairly confident, and I know like pride comes before the fall, obviously, but I don't feel like I'm gonna die on this run anytime soon. Color me crazy, but I don't know. We'll see. I feel like my money could be better spent on just a raw, like, upgrade for this life, rather than focusing on the future where I may or may not die. This dude is actually getting on my last nerve. I hate Mr. Fred because I can't stand at the, like, cardinal directions from him because he shoots out creeps so often. And these guys are just being assholes today. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up all this money. This is the one, like, admittedly, like, very first world problem type thing. First world problem. That was very offensive, I'm sorry. But it's like, Ipecac blowing all the coins around the room so that I have to, like, go and gather them at the very end is a little bit annoying. But if that's the worst of your problems in greedier mode, then you're living a pretty luxurious life as far as I'm concerned. There we go, dealt with It Lives There, a very uncommon boss, but I'm always weirded out to see it when I see it in greedier mode here, even though I know it's possible to spawn. Okay, so we could take Spirit of the Night, which is flight. We could take Dark Prince's Crown. We can't take both, obviously, without becoming Lazarus, which we don't want. I don't think I care about flight that much. It's not that important in greedier mode, especially when I can already, like, blow up any rocks in my way, so I don't need to worry about flying over them or anything. Let's go ahead and see what we can get here. I think Magic Scab is honestly worth taking. The HP upgrades are kind of going to be at the forefront of my my shopping list here. Might as well actually check out the curse room here. Okay, great times. So damn fine to be alive. Can also grab this. I thought there was a heart up here. That's kind of why I came back for it. I'm tempted. I want to check this 2 of clubs. Okay, that's not a big deal, especially because I already have infinite bombs. I was really hoping for 2 diamonds and that I could save for when blank card showed up, even though I'm pretty sure it showed up in a shop previously. We didn't pick it up, though, so it has a chance to rear its ugly head again, kind of like Data Miner there did show up twice in a row. 2 times in a row, man. So Breakfast is an HP upgrade, which is totally fine by me, honestly. We got Spider Mod there. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. That was fun. These curse rooms have not been kind to me today. I'll say that much, but you know what? It's all good. Not gonna burn any bridges here. Not gonna say the curse rooms are always bad or anything. They've been subpar, but I know they can be good, so I'll keep on checking. Doctor's Remote, not really that interested in it. Even though I'm not planning on using the D100 anytime soon, Doctor's Remote is so inconsequential when you have Ipecac that's, like, not even funny. We're probably going to end up taking Spider Mod here, or maybe just, like, re-rolling, because we don't really need Spider Mod. I don't know, we'll see how I feel. Spider Mod's a fun item to have, but obviously not integral to the success of any run, but it's fun to just see the damage numbers you're doing, especially with something like Ipecac, where you're actually destroying lives. Okay, we got an Eternal Heart there. I'm going to try to avoid that until I'm heading down to the next floor. One thing that would have actually be really nice to have is some means of regenerating HP, like even like Old Bandage or something to give me a chance to spawn those red hearts when I get hit. Or Placenta would be actually pretty solid too. Something like that. Gimpy even would be pretty decent. Because as much as I do have a pretty decent amount of HP here, it does get whittled away fairly quick, and I don't really have a reliable way of getting it back, except for these random red hearts that keep spawning in. I don't know where they're coming from. I keep getting like random half red hearts, I feel like, though. Just kind of up here. Maybe I do have some item that's influencing that, and I'm just not privy to it. Oh, you know what it is? It's probably Mystery Sack. Just spawning random consumables. That would be my bet. There we go. Yeah, like, we're down to half HP now, which is not a safe place to be by a long shot. So I'm gonna go ahead and... Spider Mod is like such an investment, though, with greedier mode. You really gotta pick your battles. Okay. I don't really think that Synth Oil is that important to me. I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll here. Okay, Black Candle, the Sprinkler. Oh, shit. Okay, so we're gonna take Black Candle. First and foremost, we're also going to take the Sprinkler, because ooh, that's blank card. But the Sprinkler is going to be ridiculous, right? Like, I'm going to... Yeah, because we got Ipecac Sprinkler, which is amazing. Like you can't argue with the exploding sprinkler, man. It's so good, especially when I'm immune to explosions. Just rain death upon my enemies. And with the wave-based system of greed mode, it's like I'm gonna be getting a bunch of these sprinklers as time goes on. Not in this floor, obviously, because we're almost at the end of it with this boss wave here, but still, this is actually a pretty hilarious combination. And I picked a black candle solely, mainly for the to prevent Curse of the Blind from screwing me up in the future. Now let's go ahead and hit this, because we might as fucking well. Oh god. Let's hang it up here and try and destroy this guy. Just focus down one bloat as much as I can. Obviously the bloat is a pretty rough enemy to go up against. Bloat is like, he's always been like that one boss in Isaac that everyone just like agrees on, like it's a consensus opinion, like, yeah, the bloat sucks, everybody hates fighting him. You want to go where everybody knows your name and they're always glad you came. That was Cheers, by the way. I've had a couple of comments already pointing that out on my news video, which went up today. That's what that theme song is from. So we're gonna go ahead and check out our deal with the devil. Very glad that it's not Krampus, because I'm in no real great spot to fight Krampus. I'll go ahead and pick this up. I'm going to save that Eternal Heart until the very, very end, just so I don't take any, like, accidental damage or anything weird like that. Yeah, I think Sprinkler is too good. Even though Blank card could be very good, depending on what kind of card we get, I think Sprinkler is too much fun to pass up. So let's go ahead and reroll here, see what else we can get. Ooh, the 9 volts. I think the 9 volt is probably worth it. Yeah, we'll take the 9 volt, because it also does charge up our item. Chaos would be a lot of fun, and I can actually theoretically get it, because I can damage myself on this fire and Piggy Bank will give me money. Or I can damage myself on the Demon Beggar, is probably a little bit more profitable, but I think I'm going to not worry so much about Chaos and worry more about my long-term survivability, and just do something like that. Save enough money for a key on the next floor. Actually, a key on the next floor doesn't matter because there's not going to be an item room, so might as well just do that. And then, oh, don't forget about this. After all the hyping up I did about it, don't forget about it at the last moment. I'm going to go, oh, there's a tinted rock there. Almost missed that. Good stuff, good stuff. And let's head on down. Feeling pretty confident about my spot here. But like I said earlier, pride does indeed come before the fall. I hear you over there, Manu. I hear you, I see you. But I'm not in any sort of mood to be entertaining you right now. Unfortunately, this is a very important run to me, because this could be 2 wins in a row in Greedier mode. Not unheard of by any stretch, but, you know, it would be a nice sort of morality boost after my performance on Greedier mode as of late. And I'm starting to get back into that Isaac mojo, you know, just a little bit at a time. Gonna go ahead and blow all this up. See if we can get a little bit extra money out of it. No such luck. I might as well take Eve's Birdfoot. It's like, why wouldn't you? You don't have any other trinket. I don't have any reroll potential on this floor. It's probably gonna be one of those floors where I just, like, don't buy much of anything. Maybe I'll just save up my money, but we'll see. So let's go ahead and put 1 sprinkler up here, and then we'll start charging it up, and we'll see how many sprinklers we can get going here. With 9 volt, we should be able to get a fair few, I would imagine, because we'll be getting one every, like, 3rd wave, which is going to be a lot of fun. I got to make sure I keep at least 1 charge for Ultra Greed, though, because having the sprinkler up against him would actually be pretty awesome. I'm not sure if there was a battery charge for sale in the shop. I don't think there was, but how could I pass up this opportunity, even if it is going to cost me my charge on Ultra Greed himself? I feel like I'm suddenly talking louder. Am I talking louder? Because there's suddenly a lot more to talk over. Alright, let's put another one down here. It's getting a little bit chaotic, but I'm having a lot of fun as well. It's a little hard to maneuver sometimes. Gotta get these coins. Okay, gonna go ahead and yeah, we'll be able to between all these boss fights, including the deal with the devil one, we should be able to get 1 more charge on our sprinkler which will save for the Ultra Greed fight, and everything will be hunky-dory. I know it might not look like it right now. Everybody, please stay calm. Fasten your seatbelts and enjoy the goddamn ride. Oh my god, this is actually amazing. The only thing that can make this better would be like a car battery type situation. Alright. And I love how they just don't stop firing even when all the enemies are dead. It's just a great fireworks show just for me. Oh boy, here we go. And they're all dead? Nope, the stain is still very much alive somewhere. Oh, he actually hit me. What an asshole. They're tunneling under the ground. It's not fair, dude. They're avoiding my main source of damage here. Okay, grab all this money if I can. Let's go ahead and check out our deal with the devil. Thank you, sprinklers. It has been a wonderful time. I will see you on the flip side. Ooh, oh, we got Krampus. God damn it. I mean, it was bound to happen eventually, I guess. He's dead now. He's dead, Jim. Definitely not taking the head of Krampus. I mean, did you see that last room? How can you pass that up, man? Oh, it's like it never happened down here now. No trace of it. Alright, what do we want to do? I mean, Samson's chain could be good. It could block some shots. I'm probably going to invest in some of this just to get my HP up to maximum. I didn't need to buy it. There was actually a heart over here, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and invest in Mom's Coin Purse. Yes, Mother Transformation. I actually wasn't expecting that. We'll take the Halo as well, which is very, very solid. This gives us a Verp, which gave me a Something's Wrong pill. I'm excited. Okay, that's actually terrible. Lemon Party is whatever. Because now I'm going to have to kind of wait out this I'm excited pill. Because the last thing I want is to have it, like, re-trigger. Because it'll trigger, like, 3 different times over the course of 90 seconds or something. And the last thing I need is for it to trigger in the middle of the Ultra Greed fight. I'll take Swallow Penny, why not? A little bit extra money never hurt. Although it might hurt in the Ultra Greed fight admittedly, because it'll be extra money for him to pick up as well, to recharge. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to spend my merry time in doing this. I might as well actually, because I have time to burn here while I wait for this I'm excited thing, I might as well look for the secret room. Let's see. Well, that was the deal with the devil room there, so it wasn't likely to be there. I don't know if it's likely to be in any of these spots, really. It's probably not in this room, because it would have been hit by one of those many explosions that we had. Could be right here. I don't trust it, man. Let's go ahead and check out our curse room here. There we go, okay. And that actually gave me some decent HP. I am a fan. Alright, and then we can go ahead and pick this up. We have full HP. Let's go ahead and head on down to the next floor. I'm not sure if I'm excited has run out just yet, but we do still have one fight to fight before the Ultra Greed fight. Fight, fight, fight. First rule of Fight Club. Okay. There we go. We'll blow these guys up as well. I'm so nervous, dude. I'm not sure if, like, I'm excited has run out yet. I just really don't know. I don't want to risk it. I really don't. Because that could spell the end of me. That if there's one thing that could ruin this run right now, it's I'm excited proccing in that room. I think I'm gonna wait until 32 minutes, then I'll be like safely in my head in the clear. So yeah, we'll wait for that. I don't know if I should just cut ahead. I should probably just cut ahead. I'll cut ahead. I'll be right back. Alright, it's not quite 32 minutes, but I feel pretty confident that I'm excited has run its course by now, so... I mean, it probably had, like, before I even did that cut, I was just, like, thinking, better safe than sorry. Having come this far, I'd really hate for that to be the way that this comes to an end, you know? So we got a pretty good sprinkler placement, I would say, right there. Oh, bombs. How kind of you. You're so awesome, Ultra Greed. He knows this is a very bomb and explosion-centric run, and he's just showering us with even more explosions. What a nice guy. Thank fucking God for the host hat, am I right? Oh my lord. I mean, realistically, if I had not had the host hat or some other form of bomb invincibility come up, I would not have stuck around with this Ipecac run, at least not in this form, probably. I wouldn't have, like, gone, like, Sprinkler Ipecac, in all likelihood, but... you know, I'm glad that it panned out this way. God damn it. I keep thinking that those are the Ultra Greed, like, the second phase shots, and they're going to explode in my face and not hurt me. I need to keep in mind I'm not in that phase just yet, and I also need to keep in mind not to, like, I'm not invincible, is the thing. I don't have, as much as I would like to have it, I don't have Pyromaniac to heal me whenever I get hit by an explosion. That would be the actual greatest. Oh. Thought I heard something, sorry. Oh no, that was just my cat. I was like, oh God, I heard some, like, really high-pitched thing or something, but never mind. Sorry to break the flow or the tension of the fight, but it was I thought it might have been an emergency. It was one of those kind of weird sounds that you're not quite sure what it is, and it's like, oh God. Is this one of those, like, random alarms that's, like, in every house that never goes off? Is it my carbon monoxide alarm? Who knows, dude? I think it was probably just something outside, though. Not gonna worry about it. Now, admittedly, I don't know how much damage the Sprinkler is doing to Ultra Greed himself, but I think it's doing pretty good crowd control from what I'm able to see of it here, because it's taking out a lot of these coins, and also, I mean, we haven't seen it yet, but I imagine if he spawned any of his minions, like with the keys like this, then it'll take out quite a fair few of them as well. Or it won't even give him the chance to spawn, because it'll just take out the coins outright, so that's fine by me too. I've taken a little bit more damage on this first phase than I would like to admit, but honestly, that's not so bad, because the first phase is where we're most likely to take damage, because we have immunity to so many things on the second phase that it's not even funny. So, like, as long as we can get through this first phase with somewhat decent HP, like, I'd rather not get hit again if I could help it, then I'll be extremely confident in my ability to succeed here. As far as I'm concerned, this has been a one run for a little while, but I just didn't want to say it too early on at the risk of jinxing it, because you never know what's going to happen, man. You just never know. And, you know, as boring as some Ipecac runs can be, I think we've done a pretty good job of spicing it up here. Between Compound Fracture, between, like, having a high tier rate with Ipecac that you can actually use, that's not, like, to your detriment, plus, like, Sprinkler and everything else, I think it's been a good time. Because Ipecac runs, Ipecac is one of those items that can be very boring, you know, like Epic Fetus, Mom's Knife, even Brimstone sometimes, even though I think Brimstone is a little bit more exciting a lot of the time than other things, just because of the ridiculous synergies you can come into with it. Man, he thinks he's so tough. Look at this guy. Like, really, the only thing I have to watch out for at this point, I'm pretty sure, is the Brimstone lasers, right? They're the only things that can actually do damage to me. Well, that and, like, touching Ultra Greed himself, I guess. Like, coming into direct contact with his body. Otherwise, I think I'm pretty golden. Because his shots don't hurt me. If he lands on me, that would hurt, because that's direct contact. Those rock waves shouldn't hurt me. The bomb coins, nothing. Nothing doing Ultra Greed. I'm so sorry. It really does go to show just how, like, how clutch bomb immunity is in the last stages of this mode. It's, like, so good. Which is probably why when I do end up winning as the Lost in Greenier mode, eventually, when that does happen, it'll be on a run where I've gotten bomb immunity somehow, some way, you know? Because you can see how that would make this fight basically child's play, even for the Lost. Because I haven't taken a single bit of damage since I've been gone, or since you've been gone, even. No, since the first phase of the fight, so. By the way, sorry if there's just, like, so many explosion sounds going on. Oh, oh shit, one thing I didn't consider. When the donation machine spawns in, is it going to be getting blown up by the Sprinkler? Oh, fuck. I didn't think about that. Well, we're going to cross that bridge when we come to it. Hopefully it'll just be in a spot that doesn't get hit by the donation, or by the Sprinkler's Ipecac shots. so it can just stay safe. I'm honestly not sure. I don't think I've ever tried to blow up the donation machine in greenier mode. I would imagine it works just the same way that it works in the main game, where like if you blow it up, it drops money out of it, so that would be a bad time. But we're gonna see. He's almost there. Okay, that's... Where's the donation machine gonna spawn? I want it to spawn like right here-ish. We got Black Rune and Apollyon Baby first off. Is that gonna hit it? Okay, it looks like it's in a safe spot. Right? Yeah, it is. Okay, so we can actually I mean, if I push it down with my body while I'm donating, we'll push into that explosion. I'm gonna push it up, just in case. I mean, it's probably a dumb fear, honestly. I want to be able to see the money that I'm donating. I do get pushed away from the donation machine by that bomb, but if we get lucky here, this is actually going to be... This could be the one. We're like less than 10 cents away now. 0% chance of breaking. I think we got this, folks. If only everyone were as generous as you are. Oh, we got a little fireworks show. Oh, look at that. How fitting. We got fireworks going off. Is that just going to keep going? I never noticed that. That's actually so cute. Do I have to donate one more penny to actually max it out, or is this good enough? You unlocked the keeper. There it is. All right. Oh my god, all these dimes. Just for fun, you know. We unlocked the keeper, so that is officially all the greedier mode unlocks from the donation machine, I should say. So let's get out of here so we can get away from this explosion sound effect. My god. There we go. So we actually have unlocked the final character in the game, the Keeper. Yeah, we actually have another character to do all sorts of unlocks with, and he is debatably harder than the Lost. I think the Lost pre-Holy Mantle was probably harder than the Keeper, but with the Holy Mantle it's a little bit more palatable. The Keeper has always been a very interesting character. Maybe we'll give him a shot in the next episode. I'm not sure. I don't necessarily want to do greedier mode with him. Actually, greedier mode is probably one of the easier things to do as the Keeper. You'll see what I mean when we actually get into the character and see how his mechanics all work. But for now, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it there. That's Apollyon all finished off. Who else do we still have left to do greedier mode with? We got the Lost, and we have, there's one more. Blue Baby, that's right. That's right, the Lost and Blue Baby. The Keeper now as well, but we also have to do standard greed mode and everything else with him, so... Oh boy. For now, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a video there, so I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please leave a like and or comment down below. Really helps out the channel, and of course, subscribe if you want to see more. I post a single Isaac video essentially every day, and yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm going to head out of here now, so have yourselves a good day. This is ArgonMatrix signing out. Thank you and good night.